the game Pikmin is clearly inspired by real-world biology concepts. Some of them are pretty obvious, like how each Pikmin type is connected to its environment, but others leave a lot of room for theories and speculation. So, I decided to go over a few of them with you guys. First, let's talk about the 100 Pikmin limit. Sure, it's obviously there to keep your console from melting. There's actually a really interesting biological explanation for it. Pikmin, as a species, are extremely fragile. They die to almost anything. Fire, drowning, poison, explosions, you name it. So, what if this 100 Pikmin limit isn't just a gameplay mechanic, but actually represents a natural population control system that evolved over time? In nature, most species have a limit to how many individuals can survive in a certain area. That's called carrying capacity. If a population grows too large, it exhausts resources, becomes more vulnerable to predators, or collapses during environmental changes. For example, hamsters have a way of keeping their population in check. When food or space becomes scarce, a mother hamster might actually eat part of her offspring to make sure the surviving ones have more available resources. Something similar might have happened with Pikmin. During their evolutionary history, countless Pikmin species could have gone extinct because of massive natural disasters or the appearance of new predators. Entire Pikmin ecosystems might have been wiped out overnight. Over time, the types of Pikmin that managed to survive could have evolved this instinctive limit, allowing only a fixed number of them to operate on the surface while the rest stay protected inside the onion. That would explain why, even if you lose every Pikmin on the field, the onion can still repopulate them. It's as if the species learned, through millions of years of evolution, never to put all their eggs in one basket. So, yeah, the 100 Pikmin limit might not just be a technical constraint, it could actually be one of the smartest examples of game design matching evolutionary logic without ever saying it outright. Now, let's talk about the Bulborb, where we can find some of the most interesting connections to biology and evolution. In one of Olimar's notes, he describes the process of mutation during reproduction, saying that after an egg is fertilized by sperm, the excess chromosomes are discarded through meiosis. This process happens in real life, it's exclusive to gametes and is used to have the number of chromosomes in a cell. What's interesting here is that, while this process usually works, it can fail, producing defective organisms, and the same thing happens with the Bulborb species. The great variety of the Bulborbs are explained mostly by Olimar's notes. According to Olimar, occasionally, this process fails to occur, and a Bulborb individual will develop irregularly. Specimens like this one are stronger than average and can exhibit more aggressive behavior. However, they are not able to procreate, no shit. There's another biology interpretation that's a bit harder to notice. And it has to do with how Pikmin actually behave as a species. Let's talk about eusociality, the same thing we see in ants, bees, and termites. It's the highest level of social organization in animals, where individuals divide up roles, cooperate to raise offspring, and even sacrifice themselves for the colony's survival. Now, think about how Pikmin function. They don't reproduce individually, they follow a central structure, the onion, which acts almost like a queen producing new workers. The Pikmin you command don't have personal goals. They gather resources, fight, and even die for the sake of the group. That's eusocial behavior. A system where individual survival doesn't matter as much as the colony's success. It's all about keeping the genetic line going, even if that means thousands of Pikmin perish in the process. And what's even cooler is that you, the player, act almost like an external part of that system. A stand-in for the colony's collective intelligence, directing the swarm to keep the species alive. So, when you really think about it, Pikmin isn't just about tiny plant people doing chores. It's about evolution, survival, and the strange beauty of cooperation at its most extreme. It's nature, just with way more adorable screaming.